In the year 2099, Takara City is a ghost shimmering under the neon glow and endless rain. The powerful thrive, while the forgotten are left to drown in the shadows. But in this city of steel and secrets, some truths refuse to be washed away. They took his sister, a detective who got too close to a shadowy organization known as the Crimson Fang. They closed her case, burying it under layers of corruption. But they didn't count on her brother, Kira Takahashi. Trained in the ancient ways of the shinobi by his grandfather, Kira forged his grief into a weapon. He returned to the city not as Kira, but as a vigilante, phantom haunting the rain-slicked rooftops. Now, armed with his family's blade and a silent bow, he hunts the ones who stole his past. Tonight, his vengeance begins. One arrow at a time, he will dismantle their empire and expose the truth. This is Val. In the dead of night, where rain drowns the docks, shadows hold secrets, but one shadow hunts them back. They call him Amaterasu, a myth whispered on the wind. Yet, for the corrupt who deal in stolen lives, he is terrifyingly real. Under the relentless downpour, a lone figure moves, a phantom in black with eyes that burn red. His blade, an extension of his will, delivers justice without taking a life. It's a promise he made, fueled by a memory that won't fade. He fights for the silenced, for the forgotten, for one he couldn't save. Tonight, the alarms scream, the floodlights glare, but they only illuminate his arrival. He is the storm within the storm, the red ghost, and when the smoke clears, his message is left behind. Hope has a new symbol, and fear has a new name. This city belongs to him. This is his hunt. Rain hammers the dockyard, turning the concrete into a sea of black mirrors. A single spotlight cuts through the downpour. From the rooftops, a shadow knocks an arrow. The light explodes in a shower of glass, plunging the yard into darkness. A guard spins around, panicked. An arrow whizzes by, pinning it to the post. He's here. More arrows fly, neutralizing guard after guard without a single drop of blood. Silently, a figure drops from the rooftop, landing with cat-like grace. Red lights glow on his tactical suit. Suddenly, warehouse doors burst open. 6 armed men charge out, their guns spitting fire into the night. Muzzle flashes illuminate the chaos as the figure Kira rolls behind a shipping crate, bullets sparking inches from his head. He listens, his head tilted, counting each shot. Click, click, they're reloading. In that split second of silence, he moves. His black katana, glowing with a faint red light, slides from its sheath. In a blur of motion, he slices a rifle in two, sends a man flying with a spinning kick, and holds his blade to another's throat, a silent warning. A guard screams, "It's him. It's Amaterasu." Fear spreads like wildfire. Kira melts back into the darkness. The floodlights flicker, catching glimpses of his red-accented silhouette moving between the containers. Amaterasu has awakened. The real fight begins now. Rain lashes down on the cold pavement, washing over the bodies of fallen guards. A deep, gravelly voice cuts through the storm. Pathetic. From the smoke-filled warehouse emerges a mountain of a man, Kurobine. His bald head gleams with rain, tattoos covering his massive frame. He cracks his steel-reinforced knuckles, a sound like grinding metal. Boss Akuma will pay handsomely for your head, little shadow. Out of the darkness, a figure steps forward. Rain traces the edge of a black katana, its owner's eyes glowing a menacing red. Where is the weapon's shipment? Kurobane roars, charging with impossible speed. His fist, a metal-clad battering ram, whistles past his target's face as the smaller warrior pivots with impossible grace. In a flash of crimson light, the black katana strikes, slicing a deep gash into Kurobane's shoulder. The giant stumbles back, his face a mask of shock and rage. He snarls, pulling a pistol from his belt. At the same instant, a high-tech bow appears in his opponent's hands. As both weapons rise, time seems to stop. The rain falls hard. A gunshot splits the night, the muzzle flash revealing Kurobane's enraged face, but he's too slow. Twisting in midair, a shadowy figure answers with an arrow, knocking the gun from his grasp. The bullet splinters a wooden beam, a near miss. The figure lands without a sound, a silent hunter in the downpour. It's Kira, bow drawn, a glowing red-tipped arrow aimed and ready. Kurobane roars, charging with inhuman speed, splashing through the flooded ground. He throws a massive punch, powerful enough to shatter concrete. But Kira is faster, sliding low beneath the attack. The ground rushes past. In one fluid motion, Kira rises, his black katana with its red accents flashing through the dim light. A precise slice across Kurobane's chest. The big man freezes, his gear clattering to the wet ground. The blade is pointed to his chest. Humiliated, he whispers, "Pier 7, midnight, Boss Akuma." A gentle tap with the flat of the blade, and Kurobane collapses. Kira turns his gaze toward the harbor, the red glow on his eyes, reflecting in the distance of Takara City. In the forgotten districts of Takara City, silence is a luxury. Inside this abandoned dojo, moonlight cuts through the dust, painting ghosts on the walls. I trace the shallow cut on my ribs, a fresh reminder of a battle won, but the war. The war is far from over. My blade, my partner in this dance of shadows, rests nearby. Its red glow seems to dim in the presence of her memory. The cracked mirror shows me a man I barely recognize, haunted by the past. Yuki's photograph, flanked by 2 flickering candles, is the only warmth in this cold, empty place. Then a buzz. A burner phone lights up the dark. 30 armed men at Pier 7. It's a trap. Signed. A friend? A trap? Good. It's time they learned who the real predator is. I grab my gear. Pier 7 awaits. Let them come. Amaterasu will burn them all.